Welcome back. In this short guide, I will be discussing Burning Crusade's reputations. There are a total of 18 reps. Let's knock out the dungeon reps. For Thrallmar and Honor Hold, all you have to do is run Hellfire Ramparts and Blood Furnace until they stop giving rep. Then run Shattered Halls on normal and all three dungeons on heroic until you get exalted. The next rep, Cenarian Expedition, all you have to do is run Slave Pens until friendly, and then you can switch to Steam Vault on regular and heroic versions to get your rep to exalted. Next we have Lower City. You run Akundai Crypts and Sethic Halls, as well as Shadow Labyrinth. Shadow Labs is by far the fastest way to gain rep. Heroic versions will give you rep all the way until exalted, but Akundai Crypts stops giving rep on normal at friendly, and Sethic Halls goes all the way up until honored. So keep that in mind when you're doing the lower city ones. Keepers of Time just farm heroic Black Morass by letting the final boss kill Medivh and repeating the entire 17 waves all over again. This one's a little painful because you have to wait for the mobs. Otherwise, you can run normal and heroic versions of Black Morass and escape from Durnhold for reputation. Next, we have the Shatar. Run the Botanica, Arcatraz, and the Mechanar, normal and heroic all the way until you hit Exalted. Tranquillin is a low-level faction in Ghostlands with no alliance equivalent. Low-level players receive huge amounts of reputation for completing quests in this town. If you finish the entire zone, you should be exalted. As for the Violet Hold, all you have to do is run Karazhan until exalted. The Scale of Sands reputation is gained by killing mobs and trash inside Hyjal Summit. There are only 5 bosses which each spawn after each wave of trash, so it's possible to quote unquote wipe on the boss to respawn and farm the waves of trash. Once again, I like to just run right through the entire raid. The Consortium reputation, the easiest way to grind this one out is by turning in Zaxxas Insignia in Netherstorm for the quest Another Heap of Ethernals. The respawn rate of the mobs is extremely fast and the drop rate is fairly high. Players can also turn in the Obsidian War Beads, but it makes more sense to save them for the other reps that you'll be grinding out. Reputation is also granted by running Mana Tombs. Players starting off unfriendly with the Spogar can complete the Spogar Plight and Natural Enemies quest to reach friendly. After friendly, there are several repeatable quests players can do. The easiest by far is turning in the Sanguine Hibiscus for the quest Bring Me a Shrubbery, which is found in the Underbog dungeon. Ogrilla, one of the most annoying factions to grind. Ogres in the Blade's Edge Mountains offer frustrating dailies that only get easier after you get used to them. You can download an add-on for one of the quests called Ogre Lazy, which is basically Simon Says. There's no way to grind this faction at all. You have to do the dailies. There's no way around it. They only offer 5 after you've unlocked them. Players that are neutral with the Netherwing can quest through. The quest is called Kindness. The daily hub at Netherwing Ledge is then unlocked. Players can gain that reputation by doing dailies as well and or turning in those Netherwing eggs scattered all around the zone. Now, egg turn-ins would be the way to go, but they only start spawning after 1 hour of you being in the zone, meaning you have to be in the Netherwing ledge area for 1 hour before the eggs start spawning and dropping off of random mobs. Korunai and the Magar, those two factions are meant to be the equivalent factions of each other in Nagrand. Questing in Nagrand will get you pretty far. Killing ogres grants reputation as well, and these are the ones that we're going to be saving those Obsidian War Beads for. And lastly, the Aldor or Scryers. Either reputation can be unlocked by talking to Khadgar, Shatrath City. You can turn in Mark of Kil'jaeden, Marks of Sargeras, also Felt Armaments to gain reps in there. After you've completed the Aldor or Scryer, you can then unlock the Ashtongue Deathsworn faction, which after that, all I had to do was run Black Temple. Pretty easy. I believe that's all of the reputations you'll encounter in Burning Crusades. Happy grinding. Stay tuned for more.